Now on Good Morning El Paso, ABC 7 has new information this morning on an elderly man who died after a crash.
And that's good. I think John's doing the right thing.
Donald Trump stands alone and the hunt for his running mate is on. I'm ABC's Lana Zach in Washington, and coming up I'll have all the details.
Plus, we are learning more about a deadly shooting. Police say a man was looking for revenge.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC 7's Good Morning El Paso.
Rise and shine. A very good morning to you, El Paso, Las Cruces, and Juarez. I'm Stephanie Valle.
And I'm Hillary Floren. Good morning, everyone. Let's get right to meteorologist Crystal Cly. We're talking big changes that we knew were coming.
Yes, unfortunately, Crystal.
Yeah, we knew the winds were going to start picking up, and today is the day for that, plus moisture and hotter outside. This morning, though, things are all right. These are some of your ABC 7 storm track weather net sites. But check it out. We're already at 69 at Clint Junior High School and 70 at Rosa Guerrero Elementary School. That's a pretty toasty start for a morning low. We're at 68 St. Pius School and 66 Travis Elementary, with temperatures already in the 70s and upper 60s. It'll be quite easy for us later today to push into the 90s in some areas. On your clouds and radar map, we're also looking at right now mostly clear conditions, but see these high-level clouds starting to press on in from the south. Well, we'll have thicker clouds later today, and with that, slight chances of rain. More detail on your Thursday is coming up in just a few minutes.
Looking forward to it. Thanks, Crystal. Happening today, former El Paso School District Administrator James Anderson is scheduled to be arraigned in court. Now, he is one of 6 alleged key players in that cheating scheme meant to manipulate state test scores. We have Good Morning El Paso's Denise Olivas joining us live right now with more. Denise?
Good morning, Hillary, and we can find out in just a few hours how James Anderson will plead to 4 federal charges. According to an indictment, Anderson was pretty open and candid about his strategy to cheat the system and EPISD students. He was a former assistant superintendent at the time. 2 of the 4 charges are conspiracy related, meaning that he allegedly knew what was going on and was willing to follow orders, including encouraging employees to lie about student test scores, falsifying attendance records, and scheming to keep black student populations below a threshold so their test scores wouldn't get the district punished. In a news conference yesterday, Superintendent Juan Cabrera said that the district has made it clear to its staff that it is no longer tolerating inappropriate behavior. Anderson's arraignment is scheduled for 10 this morning, so stay with ABC 7 on air and online for all the latest developments. Stephanie, back to you.
All right, Denise, thank you for the update. We're learning more about a crash that killed an 80-year-old El Pasoan. 32-year-old Miguel Montezuma is charged with intoxication assault, but the charge could change now that someone has died. Police say Moctezuma was exiting Loop 375 at Bob Hope Friday night when he slammed into the back of a pickup truck. The impact pushed that truck into a rock wall, seriously injuring its driver, 80-year-old Arturo Quintero. Quintero was taken to Del Sol Medical Center and died on Sunday. New this morning, Quintero's family shared his picture and some more information with us. They tell us that he was just a month away from his 81st birthday and lived his whole life in El Paso and Juarez. He is survived by his wife of 46 years, Leticia Quintero, and 7 children.
The Republican primary battle is over. Donald Trump has emerged the victor, focusing his efforts now on the general election, while the Democrats continue to battle it out. ABC's Lana Zach is in Washington with the latest. It's your voice, your vote.
The Republican field has been cleared. Donald Trump stands alone, focused now on the general election.
I'd like to see a very high-level, policy-oriented campaign.
John Kasich, Trump's last opponent, is out.
As I suspend my campaign today, I have renewed faith, deeper faith, that the Lord will show me the way forward.
Could that way forward include the vice presidency?
Well, I would certainly consider him.
The hunt for a running mate is on, and Trump says he would consider Kasich, Rubio, as former opponents become allies. Trump is turning to Chris Christie and Ben Carson, a man he once said suffered from pathological disease, to help him find his mate, someone with legislative experience. Some names being floated: Newt Gingrich and Senator Joni Ernst. But while Republicans have their nominee, former President George Bush says he will not be endorsing him, a first in 5 election cycles. At 91 years old, he says he's out of politics. But Bush 43 spokesperson says that former president has no plans to endorse Trump either. Still, Trump is counting on Republican establishment support,
We're going to try and raise over $1 billion.
which could allow him to pay back the personal money he lent his campaign during the primary as he battles likely Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton.
I think he is a loose cannon, and loose cannons tend to misfire.
But Clinton's primary battle against Bernie Sanders continues, though in his last campaign appearance, Sanders didn't mention Clinton by name at all. Lana Zach, ABC News, Washington.
New this morning, the sheriff in Harris County, Texas, says a man who shot 3 former coworkers before killing himself felt his life had been ruined after he was fired last month. Authorities say the man, whose name has not been released, stormed into Knight Transportation Company near Houston yesterday and opened fire, killing 1 employee and wounding 2 others before he turned the gun on himself. The man was heard saying, "You all ruined my life."
New this morning, the El Paso County Sheriff's Office has made an arrest of one of their most wanted fugitives. 38-year-old Kenneth Wayne Dove was arrested on Tuesday in central El Paso, right around the 200 block of Yandell, after he tried to run from authorities. He was booked into the El Paso County Detention Center on account of continuous sexual abuse of a child and 3 counts of indecency with a child. He's now being held on a $100,000 bond.
New this morning, El Paso Electric would like to announce its newest power generating unit in East El Paso. The 88-megawatt turbine is powered by natural gas and will provide electricity to more than 40,000 homes. EPE says the local generation is necessary to meet customer electricity needs during periods of high usage. This is the 3rd of 4 new units in the works. The 4th unit will be completed by the end of this year and will be able to provide electricity to more than 160,000 homes. And of course, that electricity necessary to power those ACs.
Yes, which will be on very soon, if not already. Let's check in with weather and traffic on the 7s right now. We've got meteorologist Crystal Cly standing by with our ever-changing forecast.
Yes, and I know there's going to be some people that are ready for the heat that time of year, the fun of summer, but I know some of you are going to be upset with me here because look at your planner. We're at 67, 8 a.m. Not bad, right? But 79 by noon and a forecast high today, 90 degrees. The first 90-degree day of 2016. I'm sorry, we had to see it sooner or later. We also bring in a 10% chance of rain here late day. It'll linger into your early evening, and we are windy today, so a lot of different changes. Scattered clouds, gusts up to 30 miles per hour. Then tomorrow, the end of your work week, we're tracking even higher winds, gusts to 40 on your Friday with blowing dust possible. And also, we have to put a moderate level threat for heat as we'll be making it even warmer than today. So coming up, we'll talk how hot we go by tomorrow and what that means for your Mother's Day. That's coming up.
All right, thanks, Crystal. Let's take a live look at traffic right now and show you the roads. It's just the kind of day you like to head out because things are looking good everywhere throughout the borderland except for one trouble spot, which we want to show you right now, and that's right here between Sunland Park and Executive heading eastbound. But as you can see, it's actually not holding anybody up, but there is an accident. The right lane is closed right now because of an accident there involving 2 vehicles. Luckily, no one hurt. Let's take a look at our traffic alert happening tonight. This is from 9 p.m. until tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. A complete closure of the I-10 eastbound lanes here between Hunter and Zaragoza. And the commute on I-10 on the west side will be congested today. Yes, again, we're sorry to say the left lane in both directions is going to be shut down again between Executive Center and the Buena Vista Bridge, or the so-called Bridge to Nowhere, and the Asarco Bridge. So this will start at 9 a.m. and last again until 4 in the afternoon every day this week, Steph. We've been saying that every day, and it's still so congested and such a pain to get through there.
It really is. Good heads up there, Hillary. And we have much more to come here on Good Morning El Paso. The wildfire rages on in Canada this morning as the province is now under a state of emergency. A memorial honoring a former city councilor in Las Cruces is back after being stolen. It is 6:09 and this is ABC 7, where news comes first.